Hey everyone, Lisa here, your independent Scentsy consultant, and welcome back to my little corner of the world. Today, I have a long-awaited 2 hauls to share with you. I feel like I'm the last person to have received their November 1st haul for Scents of the Season. I am literally the last person. I got my package Thursday of this week, which I believe was the 14th. I think it was the 14th. So it took 2 full weeks to get to me, which, and Scentsy's been killing it lately on shipping. I mean, things have been shipping out so quickly this season, but I then got unlucky and I have to be the last person to have gotten my Scents of the Season for some reason. So I have my little tiny Scents of the Season order that I have, and I have the flash sale that happened, I think the 2nd week of November, or I guess the first official week of November. That little tiny flash sale that they did, it wasn't very big. And I have that. So let's just dive right on into what we have coming on down the Scentsy Turnpike. I feel like I haven't made a video in so long because I've been waiting for these to come in so that I can do my next series of videos that I wanted to do. So just been waiting and I finally got them. And now I can get back into sharing some things with you. So I did get 3 of the Scents of the Season packages. These retail for $25 as the bundle. You cannot get these separately. You can only get them in this bundle. $25, you get 5 bars. You can put however many of each quantity of a bar into a Scentsy Club shipment, so you can put it into your existing club, or you can do a one-time shipment, which I strongly encourage if you just want to try them, you don't want to make a whole new club. This and a couple of the license bars that have just come out would be a great easy club shipment. So let's go ahead and sniff through these, and we're going to talk about warm reviews because I've actually already warmed these bars. I was so late in getting these that I'm like, there's no point in doing a cold sniffs with you guys. Everybody else has already done that. That's totally okay. I'm just going to dive in on warming them, and then I can just share both my cold and warm reviews with you. So let's get into the Scents of this season. And as you probably know, 2 are returning fragrances very recently from the last 12 months. And then 3... and then one is returning from forever ago, and then 2 are brand new. So, and this is going to be so much easier having the scent notes on this label. So this label makes it so convenient to gift to people, and I think they did a beautiful job. I love how traditional and almost like gooseberry patch way that they did this. I don't know. I think it's so cute how they did this, the scent descriptions. I don't know. I think it's very traditional and I love it. So, and I love that they've like dived into the red theme of this year. You know, if you've seen like trending Christmas decor this year is very 90s, is very red and green. And so I like that they just dive straight into the red, which, you know what, they wouldn't have even been able to predict that, right? Because they come up with these concepts like a year in advance. I don't know, I'm getting on a tangent, as I always do with packaging. Let's just get into the first fragrance. We're gonna do the new fragrances first, because that's what you guys want to hear about, duh. So first up, we have Cherry Cherry. And I love cherry scents, so I was stoked to see a cherry scent in here. And Scentsy says, this is candy cherry, spiced amber, smoked marshmallow, and blackberry. Very interesting. So on cold, I got nothing from this bar. This bar smells like nothing to me. Nothing. It was super closed up. I got a hint of a base of almost like rainbow red, and then a hint of black tie affair. That was it. And like 5% of each. The rest, I got absolutely nothing from this bar on cold. So I didn't have high expectations that I was going to be able to smell anything on warm. So I threw 4 cubes into my bedroom yesterday morning and just let it go all day, and I wanted to see what it did. And the performance was extremely poor, but I think it just needs to cure because cherry scents are very strong. And I know that cherry chestnut needed time to sit. It needed time to cure, to really blend all of its fragrance notes together before it performed. Because the first time I melted it, it was really nice, but it didn't have great performance. But the second time I melted cherry chestnut, it was beautiful. And that was just with a few weeks of it sitting and getting to know what it wanted to do. And I think the same thing's gonna happen with Cherry Cherry. Because while it is really nice on cold and on warm, the performance of it is so terrible right now, which is such a bummer because I love good cherry scents. So on warm, It smelled still a little bit like Black Tie Affair. To me, on warm, instead of it being cherry, it almost smelled like raspberry, which is very similar to Rainbow Red, because Rainbow Red is a mixture of a bunch of red fruits. There's no raspberry in that, but yeah, on warm, this smelled a lot like raspberry, like cherry, raspberry, and then you got that gorgeous smoked marshmallow. That came out a lot more on warm, and it was really nice, and it kind of carried the fragrance through for longer than it could have, you know, longer than it potentially could have being a cherry scent, and cherry scents are known to die quite quickly. That smoked marshmallow really carried that scent past the 12-hour mark that it could have just died at. This was still an extremely light fragrance. I think if I had to, I would put this at a 2 in terms of strength, extremely light. And because of that, I don't even want to give a duration of how long this scent performed in my room, because I could smell it past 12 hours, but it was so incredibly light. I don't know what it would have done, but I really like this scent. I think I like this scent better than Sanderson Sisters so far. I want to see what one I like better, because I only want to club one cherry scent at the end of the season. And but I also really like cherry chestnut. Yeah, I'm going to need to decide. Of those 3 cherry scents that we've gotten this season, what one do I like the best and what one do I want to throw in my club? So we'll see on that one. Jury's still out. Jury is also still out on the other extremely light fragrance, which is eggnog. So I was really excited to see this one because I love eggnog and wax. And everybody says that this is the better of the 2 fragrances, from spiced eggnog and then traditional eggnog. So Scentsy says that eggnog is nutmeg, rum, and cream. Pretty straightforward. And on cold, I got nothing from this as well. This was so incredibly light. I also got nothing on it. Such a bummer. So I threw 2 cubes of eggnog into my guest bedroom, and I wanted to see how it performed. This one did better on warm than Cherry Cherry did. This one actually came out a little bit. I would still only give this fragrance maybe a 3 out of 10 in terms of performance and strength. And duration was shorter than Cherry Cherry. I couldn't smell this one after about 10 hours. It was done. I do just think it needs to cure, because everybody says that this is a good performer and it's strong. I think I just got such new pores that I couldn't get anything. What I could get on warm was a really pretty, creamy, milky base. I wouldn't even say it was vanilla. I would say it was more milky. And then I got a very gentle rum note. I didn't get a lot of spice. It was a creamy, frothy milk with some rum and vanilla extracts. Is it preferable over spiced eggnog? At this time, I prefer spiced eggnog because that one performs better, and I think the composition is a little better done. But I am going to stick it out and see how this one performs in a few weeks, because I really love eggnog fragrances, and I think this one's going to be a good one once it sits. So the jury is also out on that one. And then of the other fragrances that came out brand new was Merry Wonderland. And my cat has woken up from his nap and has now decided now is playtime time, as usual. Scentsy says that Merry Wonderland is pink apple, clove, and sparkling spruce. I was so excited for this one because I love apple scents. And on cold, to me, this smells like a Lush product. This smells extremely similar to a Lush bath bomb that I can't place. I don't know if I'll ever be able to place it. Someone else said that too. I think another person on here said the same thing. And I agree. I get it. I see why they said that. But it doesn't smell very spicy, and it doesn't smell very spruce forward. So I threw almost this entire bar into my open concept. I had a feeling this would actually perform and be strong because this was a good, strong smell on cold. So I didn't throw the entire bar into my open concept, and I'm glad I didn't, because within it was slow to start. I couldn't smell anything for probably the first hour or 2, but come the second hour, it started to increase in strength, and I could really smell this one go. And it was a good performer. Even this morning when I woke up, I could still smell it. It still had probably a 3 out of 10 in it left. And then I took it out when I got back from the beach this morning. My child. But on cold, to me, this smells like a Lush bath bomb or a Lush product. On warm, it was a lot fruitier than I thought, and it's a lot more tutti fruity than it is apple. I don't get any apple on warm. It almost smells like tutti frutti, like a candy, mixed with a teeny dash of like the hintess of a clove in the background, and the teeniest dash of spruce in the background. And I was really hoping that this was going to be a spruce and apple forward fragrance, and it's not. It's almost candy-like. It's almost tutti frutti. It's very fruit forward in like a candy way. It's very interesting. Is this a repurchase for me? Probably not. I'll enjoy my last 2 cubes and see if it changes after sitting for a few weeks, but as of right now, this one isn't a repurchase because there's other apple scents I like, there's other spruce scents I like, there's other spice scents that I like. This one, I think the composition just didn't work for me, but a lot of other people are really enjoying this scent. So there's Merry Wonderland for you. And then the 2 that I didn't get around to melting yesterday, because I was melting those ones, but I've already melted them before. Mint to be Merry. This one is, this was a November Scent of the Month last year in the bakery category. And Scentsy says this is crushed candy cane, sparkling sugar, and creamy butter cookie. This is so good, you guys. If you didn't get a chance to try this last year, you have to try this one if you like cookie scents, if you like mint scents, if you like bakery scents. You have got to try this one. It's so good. And this is even light right now in this bar. But I know for a fact that last year, my Scent of the Month bars performed very well after just sitting for a few weeks. So excited for this one. It smells like a beautiful, exact candy cane fragrance. I think it's really hard to nail candy cane. It either goes way too vanilla and then you can't smell any of the mint, like candy cane buttercream, or it goes way too strong on the peppermint and then it just doesn't smell right. Then it just smells like peppermint. This is candy cane. This is candy cane. This is like powdered sugar and butter cookies, like those Danish butter cookies. It is insane and it's so good. I'm so happy. This one was in my club and I took it out when I knew that it was coming back in Scents of the Season. It's gonna go right back in at the end because it's so good. And then the last one, this was just in her Bring Back My Bar in January of this year, and this is toasted apple butter. Scentsy says that toasted apple butter is creamy butter, ripe apples, and rich spices. This is very spicy. This is very spice forward. It's a boomer performer. If you want your house to smell like spicy cooked apples, get this fragrance. You're gonna love it. It smells just like you're making homemade applesauce with a ton of spice, like you're making apple butter, homemade apple butter. If you've ever made it, smells exactly like this when you're making it. It's just a little too spicy for me. I have to mix this with stuff. And I was watching, and who was I watching? I believe I was watching Amy. I love Amy. If you don't watch Amy from Happily Scented Life, oh, she's great. She was saying that she mixed this with whipped frosting from the Sugar Chalet bundle. And so now I really want to mix that together and see if I get apple butter frosting or anything even close to it. So that makes me excited for this fragrance. So that'll probably be what I do next with this bar and see how I like it. But if you like spicy scents, you're gonna love toasted apple butter. That is it for the Scents of the Season collection. My warm reviews, my warm thoughts. If you have gotten the Scents of the Season collection already, which I'm sure you have because I'm the last one to get it, what has been your favorite from the collection? What were your thoughts on warm? And was your cherry bar stronger? I'm really surprised that mine was so light. So if you've already gotten it, was your cherry bar stronger on cold and on warm when you got it? I wanna know. And then in that same haul that I did, I just picked up a quick 6-pack of kind of necessary winter holiday bars that I knew I would need, that I was out of, or I just wanted backups of. So I picked up a Sleigh Ride. Oh, and this is just a delicious. This is like fresh air. Is it spruce or balsam and cranberry? Oh, it's delicious. It's a fantastic green, sweet tree fragrance. If you like sweet fragrances, you want to get into tree fragrances, this one's a good one to do. I picked up a cranberry and cardamom. This one to me smells just like cranberry jello, or just like the cranberry that's in the jello can and then when you kind of have to like shake it out and it slithers out like that, you know what I mean? It smells just like that. It's fantastic. I really like it. It's a beautiful, fresh, fruity, sweet fragrance when you're sick of all of the spice and the bakery in the air. This one's a great one to really just give something for your nose, something to smell that's different. I feel like I can't talk today. Anybody else? I picked up a Silver Bells. because it's not the holiday season without Silver Bells. It is clean, it's soapy, it's like powdery without being like baby-ish. It's minty. It's just so unique. It's one of the most unique fragrances you're ever going to smell from Scentsy, and you're ever going to smell in general. You have got to try Silver Bells if you haven't already. I picked up a Christmas Cottage. It is not Christmas without Christmas Cottage from Scentsy. And I really like this one because it's very fruit forward. This must be a fresh pour. It hasn't gone too spicy yet. It's very raspberry and orange heavy. So I hope it stays that way when I melt this, probably in a few weeks, probably the first week of December, I'll get to melting some Christmas Cottage. I picked up a cran apple crumble, one of my favorite bakeries from the catalog right now. Oh, it's so, so good. It's cran apple, cranberries, brown sugar, and whipped cream, fresh whipped cream, and that whipped cream note is so strong and so it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this fragrance. Oh, this is Thanksgiving Day melt for me. I love it. This one in Forever Fall would probably be my top Thanksgiving Day suggestions for sure. And then one of Scentsy's best, in my opinion, of the catalog is cinnamon pine cones. If you haven't had cinnamon pine cones yet, you have got to try it. The pine cone note in here is absolutely gorgeous. It's sweet. It's like cinnamony without being spicy. It's woodsy, it's outdoorsy, it's festive but not Christmassy. It's such a chameleon bar for this time of year. It's fantastic. Oh, if you even think that you're gonna like a pine cone fragrance, don't even look at the cinnamon note, because the cinnamon in here really scared me before I tried it. I thought it was gonna be like a straight red hot cinnamon, and I didn't expect much when I smelled it for the first time. And it blew me out of the water. And then I melted it, and wow, did it just get so much better. I love cinnamon pine cones. And that's it for that haul. It was pretty small, which I'm shocked of why Scentsy took so long to mail it. Who knows? I just got the short end of the stick on that. But let's also do our flash sale haul really fast. How did the flash sale go? How'd you guys think of it? There wasn't a lot there besides the bundles. And I didn't need any of the bundles. I didn't need more warmers. I didn't need more wax. But I saw all of the laundry products in there, and I don't like paying full price for the laundry products because I think they're a little pricey. They're pretty pricey. I would say never buy them by themselves. Do them in a bundle and save, or do them in a party, or get them on clearance or in a flash sale. So when I saw that they were almost half off in the flash sale, I took advantage. So I got what ounce is this? A 16-ounce tub of washer whiffs and coconut lemongrass. This was offered in the springtime of this year, and I really wanted to try it, but I just never got around to getting the bundle, and then it left. This is so good in the washer whiffs. This is very coconut heavy, which I'm glad, because I think the lemongrass would have been way too chemically in the washer whiffs, like way too strong. They balance this really well by making sure to make this more coconutty. And I love it. I'm so excited to put this in my laundry. I'm gonna save this for the springtime. I think this will be fantastic in the springtime. I also got a 16-ounce tub of Ocean. This was available when we did bring back my washer whiffs. And I tried the other two fragrances, which I'm forgetting. I think one was Shimmer and the other one was Coconut Cotton. But I never tried Ocean. So I was like, oh, perfect chance. I can try Ocean. And this is really nice. It's very aquatic. It's very clean, but has this almost masculine cologne note to it that I think would be really nice if you were washing towels, if you were washing your son's clothes, your husband's clothes. I think that, you know, this would be great for men's clothing if they didn't want all of the really sweet, you know, fruity, feminine sweet scents. This one would be really nice for them. So I'm glad that I got to pick this one up and try it. And then I also saw some full-size tubs. So I had to get a full size in Magnolia Linen, which makes me think that this is going to be cut from the catalog next spring because it's leaving in washer whiffs. And I also saw it in the pods in this flash sale. I'm almost positive Magnolia Linen was in pods, which makes me think that this is not coming back in the spring summer catalog. And I did club this fragrance. So I'm glad that I got to get a washer whiff. I may actually give this to my mom for Christmas because she would really love this scent, and I think that this would be a nice thing to give her for Christmas, like put it in her stocking. Obviously it wouldn't fit in a stocking, but I might do that. So we'll see if I actually keep this or if I give it to my mom for Christmas. And then the last washer whiff I got was in pink cotton. This was discontinued, I believe, last winter. This was the one that they cut. They've cut a lot of the washer whiff fragrances out because they've been putting new ones in. But I never got to try this in the washer whiff, so I was like, let's pick up one and I'll enjoy it while I have it. So I'm happy to pick up a pink cotton. It's like a sweet, clean, like strawberry cotton scent. So glad to try that. And then I did get one bundle. I'm lying. I did get one bundle, but it was the smallest bundle that they offered. And I wanted both of the items individually. Like if they offered those items by themselves, I would have bought them. So I was like, oh, perfect. They're in a bundle. They're a great price. Let's just get them. So I got I don't even know the name of the bundle. I don't know the name of the bundle, but it was the bundle that had the one fan diffuser and the one pod. I believe it was only $20. It was perfect. And I wanted this fan diffuser when it was available last summer or this past summer, but you can only get it in a whiff box. And then they put it out in the splash sale. So I'm really happy because I love these in my car. I love these when I'm traveling or when I'm at my desk. And I've had so many of my coworkers come up to me and say, what is that on your desk? It smells amazing. It's so easy. It's just there. It's plugged into your computer. What is it? And I'm like, oh, it's the mini fan diffuser from Scentsy. And so I got the flamingo one. This one was in maybe the June whiff box or the May whiff box of this year. And it's so pretty. It's so summery. It has all of these flamingo prints and palm leaves. It's so tropical. I know I'm just gonna love it in the summertime on my desk. I'm so excited. So glad I got that. I'm stoked. I kind of wish I got more fan diffusers because they did have, I think, 3 fan diffuser bundles in the sale. And I kind of wish I'd gotten some to give to my coworkers for Christmas, but I just didn't think about it until afterwards. And I was like, darn it, that would have been a good idea. So, but I'm excited for this flamingo one. It's super cute, so season appropriate. And then the one pod pack that came with it was Blooming Marvelous. This was the scent of the month for May of this year. And I never got to try the pod packs. I'm so glad I did. This smells so much better than the wax. The wax is like non-existent. This smells so good. Oh my gosh, it's like fresh. It's fruity, it's perfumey, it's a little bit green. It's beautiful, it's very feminine, and I think this will be fantastic next spring when you just want that, you know, super fresh, fruity, feminine body spray kind of smell in your car. I think this will be fantastic. But that is everything that I've gotten over the last few weeks from Scentsy. I'm sorry I haven't been able to make a video in a while. I've just been waiting on stuff to come in for me to be able to do all the fun things that I want to do for the season in November. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon in my next one. Thank you. Bye.